Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Unbeknownst to many, Red Alert Global League Season 9 has officially commenced right now. And we're gonna celebrate that by casting a match here that is played out between two former Masters players who both hold their own respective position in the top tiers without necessarily being in the competitive scene right now anymore. But yeah, they're having a game here and there. And one of them has also taken up streaming again. His streamer's hat is still on the wardrobe for him. Let's give it up for bottom left, spawning as Ingalando, his favorite faction, presumably it is Mr. Kazu. He has been Masters player in throughout seasons. Don't quote me on that. I'm really bad at remembering the seasons, but like maybe 5 and 6, 7 or so. Anyway, and his opponent is gonna be Smitty, who was first a competitive player in Masters, then kind of the head of balance of OpenRA or for Red Alert for quite a while, and now he's just relegated himself to a back seat, but he's still a very fierce competitive player. The map in question is going to be Discovery. I think that's part of the new RAGL map pool. And let's analyze the map, shall we? So it's got a comm center in the middle. That's super nice. If you can get a hold of that, that means you just basically map hack for 90% of the map. And ooh, early medics out for Kazu. So he's not scared. Whoa! This rifle getting dangerously close. Pointing its rifle away of the engineer, but he sneaks away under the fog of war just in time. First little scuffle, just 10 popping up, that means a little rifle died. Nothing out of the ordinary just yet. Rifle scout from Smitty can't get anything more accomplished, and that's fine. So it's gonna be a 1/0 Derek advantage for now for Kazu, because we've got a War Factory opener for Smitty, whereas the Kazu is going for the double ref standard macro build. Honestly, him and Lorry Driver were the ones who really got that into the competitive scene, who really got that hammered into everyone's head, where it was just like, yeah, double ref is the way to go if you want to play competitive. And yeah, turns out now that OpenRA has received some balanced iterations, I would honestly say that more openers than ever are viable, which is awesome. Just we're seeing more build diversity. In Season 6 it was all about, I think it was Season 6, 4, 5, 6. It was just all about, yeah, that double ref. Ooh, nice kiting for the Ranger from Smitty. He finds the engineer as well as trying to sneak away, but alas, to no avail. Now, the medics are gonna be somewhat nice because they can patch up those wounded rifles, but they can't tank forever. So if something ever gets caught out of off guard, but this is nice, he's keeping them a compact formation, so no chance for Smitty to go in for a couple kills. Unless he keeps them on the move. Yeah. Oh, that was nice. Like, healing on the move. Did you see that? Just tossing him a medkit behind the back. That was some sick healing skills from the medic. I very much commend him for his medic skills. Oh, and immediately the Ranger's low. Kazu smelling blood. He knows what's up. He knows what's coming. I don't think Smitty has a place to hide. If he doesn't pull it back immediately. Yeah, no, that's a dead Ranger. Nice find from Kazu. Just nice game sense. Alright. Chain gunning down a couple of Rangers as well. A couple of infantrymen as well. Oops. Mistargeted here on the Harvester, but it's fine. Gets out alive, if he wants to. Wants to block, but yeah, Smitty does have a pillbox lined up just a couple seconds, so not gonna amount to much, this block. It's a valiant effort, a valiant attempt. You can maybe catch an opponent off guard if he doesn't have a bunker queued up. But there was pillbox in the queue, so Smitty is fine on all fronts here. Couple blows being traded out, but ultimately I would say that Kazu got out ahead, because he's gonna get access to the second Derek here, and he's also presumably gonna get the comm center. So yeah, he's also slightly ahead in assets, which is just the nature of double ref. So nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, Smitty is Germany, by the way, so maybe we're gonna see Chrono tanks cup up right. Oh, Chrono tanks in the new patch have received an overhaul, but as you have noticed by the choppy zooming, like zoom, this is not the new release just yet. This is still a replay on the old release, and we're gonna have like 2 or 3 more lined up that are being played out on the old release just because there have been so many submissions lately, which is awesome. So really big shout out to the players for giving it their all, putting out the effort to actually submit some replays. That is very sweet. I appreciate that. This composition from Kazu is risky to the max though. Where the rockets are lagging behind, they're only now starting to appear, and this is a massive oversaturation of rifles and medics. Yeah, the tanks can go in and crush this, like straight up crush. Crush, kill, destroy! Oh, that's gonna be so nasty. Yeah, finds the mark immediately. Those tanks knew exactly where to go. And Smitty can just push forward from the safety and comfort of his... Ooh, loses the tanks though. He should maybe have pulled back the tanks in time, such as not to lose them to the rocket soldiers. Oh, that's also nice. He's keeping them in 2 separate hotkey groups, so 1 for rocket soldiers, 1 for rifle infantry. That's very good. MCV is starting to come out for Kazu now, and is taking a very aggressive position. Oh, it's been found out. Oh, he can get the block in this round. Holy crap, no way. How long is he gonna block for? Ooh. Okay, not too long. So, not the biggest deal in the world, but it forced Kazu to deploy in a very unfavorable position. So his first pillbox, his first barracks are not gonna be as forward as he would like them. So that is definitely something that is gonna come into play. Engineer living a bit dangerously. A bit close to the front lines for a hard hat, my sir. Alright, infantry dispatch is finding the underbelly of Kazu's infantry there. And is immediately... He should route north and just take the old Derek. That would be the safest bet. Ooh, and a double expansion out for Smitty. He is abandoning his main base. Always a risky proposition. He does have scouts on the southern perimeter though. But yeah, if there's ever a flank from Kazu into this underbelly, there's nothing to protect it. Very dangerous. So now the left-right games begin. This is basically just a tug of war, where each of the players has to decide how many resources to allocate into what flank, and whether to maybe go for an all-in push on the middle side. That is always a very, very risky time, like a risky time in the game. Ooh, single file formation for Smitty. He's not gonna get through here. He's gonna bleed a lot of infantry if he keeps into this push. Ooh, not losing the tank though. That's cool. Also having a tank here on standby just to deal with pillboxes, so for the time being is fine. Kazu trying to press the advantage here. I don't think he's got enough, because there's gonna be more pillboxes where that one came from. Yeah, that's right. Just the pill mill going to town here. Ooh, that's really nice. You see the force fire coming out of those pillboxes. They are force firing laying into the enemy rocket soldiers, and thus winning the engagement handily. Yeah, that's pinnacle pillbox micro pinbox. That is just Smitty displaying pinnacle control here, focusing out all the rocket soldiers and thus neutralizing the threat without them ever getting too close. More tanks appearing for Kazu, and on the left-hand side, yeah, both players trying to breach. There is just no breaching this. Ooh. Yeah, like those tank engagements and mid-game scenarios, that's always where players like Smitty just shine. Macro mass, playing with medium tanks, playing with rocket soldiers, like the basic composition is just what these players do so well. Almost unmatched. And here is a forward MCV. Kazu is dared to come a bit forward with his main MCV in the main base. Alright. He's gonna lose a lot of ground on the right-hand side. Though on the left-hand side, yeah, it's also not looking too good for him, but he has found a flank. He has found his way into the eco lines, and that's just 2 tanks, a couple of rocket soldiers. That is gonna be so juicy. Smitty honestly missed routing his ore trucks there. They should have moved towards his army. As it stands, he's losing 2 harvesters. That is not very good. That could have gone a bit better for him. He's at least retained 1 of the harvesters. The others, yeah, he has to replace them. Or build mechanics. You know what? He's got oversaturation here, so maybe that's a good time to transfer. Could maybe commit for the con yard. No, decides against it. Smitty pushing in, and the pathfinding barely not killing this tank. Oof, that's rough. Right, Spectre's disconnected. That's when you know that the game is starting to get into the hard phase. Ooh, move command! No, what is Smitty doing here? He was trying to reposition his forces, but got caught off guard by a transition from Kazu. That was a bit nasty. Lost a lot of lost a lot of units there. And more mediums raiding the main base. Man, Kazu really has found the weak spot. He's going for the weak spot to inflict critical damage here. Smitty has nothing in the main. He might stand to lose it, let's see. Or he's gonna rotate his entire army. Commits a lot into killing this old Eric, alright. That is an entire platoon's worth. Tanks being chipped away at by some rocket soldiers now, but he might stand to lose the service depot as well. Harvesters not looking too good anymore. Let's do an eco count real quick. 6 harvesters. Still 6. Was about to be 6, soon about to be 5, but no. Smitty retains most of them, transfers them over into this juicy ore patch. Yeah, he's gonna stabilize. He is gonna stabilize here, and there is lots of racks to push through. So Kazu definitely doesn't have the numbers to push through everything here. He's gonna make Smitty lose a little bit of ground, but ultimately, oh! MCB coming forward, being a bit cheeky. Repositioning, trying for another pillbox concave. For now, shooting into the medium tanks, that's gonna take a while. Ah, poor technician. Damn. Look at all that college debt being forgiven here. Kappa. That guy had a college education worth millions! Oh no, and that guy as well. And then he has a $1 return of investment. That just sucks. Man. What's wrong with the education system? Topic for another day. Ah, Kazu running away here. Tail between the hands and just moving back. Okay, yeah, he needs to kill this. Thank you, good sir. Also committing for the turret, that's risky. But his forces were stationary quickly enough, so I don't think Kazu can breach. No. Just too compact of a formation. Kazu is standing to lose a lot of units here. Ooh. That was just a split-second engagement. If Smitty had come to a halt with his units just a fraction of a second later, this engagement would have been a complete rout because the medium tanks could have pushed through. But as it stands, yeah, he's in a good spot. Tank flank in the southern perimeter for Smitty. Maybe he's going... Ah, yeah, he's also got an infantry flank. Nice. With move command, but putting them right onto the ore patch, that's just what you want. Ooh, lucky crush is here. No way. Is he gonna... Ooh! The harvester blocking the other one. Just save yourself. Save yourself. Radar Dome is online for Smitty. And yeah, he's only lost one ore truck. That's fine. He's still got enough to spare. But to be honest, his position is kind of compacted because he doesn't have access to most of his resource nodes. He only has those double mines. He's got, like, this mine is contested. He only has double mines and that's basically it. He doesn't even have proper access to this mine just yet. Man, Smitty is just taking a positional advantage despite him not finding the best trades. It doesn't matter. He honestly has just outpositioned Kazu there. Forward war factory. Alright. What's cooking? That's gonna be a lot of medium tank production. Kazu has the radar dome, but does he have the cash to sustain this? I'm pretty sure he doesn't right now. Yeah, assets 48k over 43k, relatively even. Harvest account in Smitty's favor despite him losing 3 or 4 earlier. And yeah, the double radar dome here. Smitty has not unpowered it here, so... Not pulling a so scared move for now. Ooh, ore truck gets away very much. That's the first helipad. If that goes down, no helicopter production. Yeah, stalls helicopter production at least for a while. But still not worth it. If you're trailing this far behind economically... Oh no, the war factory is being whittled down by pillboxes. That's the most shitty way to go. Come on. No, not like this. Gets revenge kills on the pillboxes for now. But the infantry is starting to move in. Ah, at least he got rid of the pillboxes. That's nice. The harvester is doing some additional tanking work. Ooh. Inadvertently, the harvesters are helping. Alright, those rockets getting whittled away at as well. Man, yeah. Kazu with his like low scale economy there, he is gonna find himself in a rough spot in the late game. He's got now 1, 2, 3, 5 mines. He needs his patch. This is a prerequisite if he wants to stay in this game. Trying to push in again? Nope. Denied. Too compact of a formation for Kazu. It's this tug of war. You move first, you lose. That's basically how this goes. He tried and tested the story of OpenRA time and again. Tickling the pillbox, tickling the tank here. Just a little massage. Shredding the infantry though. Now out of range, okay. No one has opted to take the comm center in the middle, like Kazu did in the early game, but then he... Ooh, that's a nice find. Gets an ore truck. And immediately routing himself north. That's so smart. I love what he's doing there. Because Smitty is definitely gonna try and chase those infantry. Oh, Smitty's dispatch of tanks got found out by a couple of rifles. They've gone prone, they're taking 50% less damage. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. I love that. That interaction where they go prone and they just don't die to tanks anymore. Okay, artillery. And Smitty taking some shots at the Conyard right now. That's one of only 2 Conyards. First helicopter, first Black Hawk out for Kazu. Man, I can't bring myself to say Black Hawk all the time reliably. It is still a hive to me. Despite the yellow rotor lights. It's just too hard, I'm sorry. Oh, tier 3's out for... He lost 2 harvesters though, so Smitty is in a very strange position. He's got most of the map, but he doesn't have the econ right now. He should still be floating, right? Nope, he's broke as fuck. The asset's a 10k lead now for Smitty. And there is... Oh, the Conyard getting so low. Chasing the artillery down. Very nice. Very handy, but he can't finalize the kill on the construction yard just now. Doesn't have a helipad either. Ah, there. Which type of helicopter is he building? I would honestly go for longbows. Ah, he's building Black Hawks. I don't think that's the right choice. He's got enough... Like, infantry are only dangerous if they push in. And he's got enough tools and toys to just stem an infantry push, because he can build Tanya now. He's got access to... Yeah, he can just build pillboxes, he can build radar jammers. Tier 3 gives you lots of option against infantry, as allies specifically. So, yeah. Oh, can he finalize the kill here? Ooh, lucky break. Kazu's MCV getting away at a sliver of health. No helicopter in sight just yet, so he can't dive in and finalize the kill. And yeah, I would honestly go for longbows, because they're A, better suited for eco-harassment, and that's what he wants right now. He wants to keep Kazu's economy low, and B, longbows are also just good at picking off tanks, and tanks are not as easy to catch as infantry. Infantry are very slow, they can go prone, they can die to AoE fire, whereas tanks can be mobile and just outmaneuver armies. And that's, in a game like this, I'd honestly say that tanks are the bigger threat. Ooh, nice hit. Tanks are the bigger threat to your economy, because they can just sneak through your defenses and flank, whereas infantry are very straightforward. So I would honestly build something that counters tanks rather than something that counters infantry. And infantry, you can always build an infantry counter if push comes to shove and you sense a push coming, or you just scout it. So yeah. He's instead leaving medium tanks in his war patch. That's also an option. Man is eco. He hasn't opted to repopulate this patch here, so 3 patches for Smitty right now unharvested. You know, he's not in that great a spot either, economically speaking. What a weird game. Does he have build radius? Ooh, he does... He can build a refinery here and go long distance mining. Would still be okay. But first and foremost, he needs to get his eco back up and rolling. This should not be a tank. This should be harvesters. Both are building harvesters right now. They've definitely taken a toll. Oh no! He's killed the refinery, but the Black Hawk's being sacrificed to the OpenRA gods. Man, such a shame. By the way, if you want to prevent this, just press the F key after killing a refinery. You can even shift Q in F command, so they just kill the refinery and automatically rearm. That is so convenient. Just saves you. That would have saved him 4.5k in assets there. 3 longbows, 3 Blackhawks, 4,500 credits. That is nothing you can afford to give away easily in a game like this one. Right, no anti-air gun here. You could actually try and snipe out the rocket soldiers, but a bit too fancy maybe. Anti-air gun. Oh, the tech center has been scouted, okay. Despite no tier 3 unit appearing just yet, I honestly just build a safety Tanya. There is a counter tech center for Kazu as well. Damn, son. So, right now, helicopters haven't yet been used to the greatest of effects, if we're being honest. Black Hawk, just scouting, just screening. Alright, that's a semi-effective use here. Doesn't track, okay. Good, retains a Black Hawk. So, thus far, in terms of Black Hawk micro, it's 3-0 up for Smitty. He's got a good position, but it's getting whittled at by the artillery. Let's see. He's trying to push into... That's just a couple of rockets. That's honestly not too dangerous. But single file formation strikes again. Yet again. Oh no. They're just looking. They're just like, yeah, that's none of my job. None of my business right there, buddy. Oh, what is he doing? No, Smitty. Smitty, buddy. You don't need to sack your hinds like this. Oh. 2 Blackhawks down for absolutely nothing. Just like the movie. Just like the movie of the same name. Well, there's like a 5-minute timer on the GPS right now. Let's see. 3 minutes, yeah. That might come into play, actually. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, we're actually getting to see a full-fledged tier 3 army here. Well, tier 3 tech tree. Oh! I heard Tanya. Oh, he finally took the Derek, by the way. He's now also going to the middle. Yeah, fantastic. Where's Tanya? Is it Kazu Tanya? Oh, this Harvester is being very brave to boldly go where no Harvester has gone before. Artillery is being chipped away at. Where's Tanya? Come on. I need a Tanya spotter! Is she in there? Nope. Nope. Is she in a pillbox? Yeah, there she is. Okay. It is Smitty's Tanya after all. And his traditional colors, by the way, I forgot to mention that. That's the colors he used to play in all the time. Yay! Map hack achieved. This should be an achievement. Just 90% map vision, just from a single building. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but it still is very useful, especially in a map like this. And at least he saves the Black Hawk there. Losing a single Black Hawk is just so impactful. It's 1.5k down for nothing. Scouts here that he can't... Oh, Tanya's there. So with line of sight support, yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be really good. Okay. He's repositioning. Tanya is giving it her all. She has been given the go button. Oh, bring it on. Bit too close maybe, but she's getting so much value. Jeez. Yeah. Even her dying, that was so worth it. She traded out for like 3-4k infantry. Very nice. Also forced him to sack a hind. So very worthwhile trade for Smitty. That on the other hand is questionable. Very questionable. Again, 3k down. Like, you can't just use hinds like they're riflemen or Black Hawks. Every single hind, yeah. God damn it! Someone should implement a hind counter. Every single Black Hawk you use is 1.5k down, so it's basically almost an MCV for all intents and purposes. It's an MCV minus a ranger. That's OpenRA math for you. Oh wait, ranger is 600 now. What was that? Black Hawk plus Rifleman equals MCV minus Ranger. There we go. That's the math. Math checks out. Okay, Tanya being a bit brave. Oh, Kazu hasn't lined up a defense. That is a bit nasty. That's all you got, right? That's all you got? No anti-infantry defenses? Really? Tanya trying to scurry away. Nope. Black Hawk has her in her sights. In their sights. Alright. Very well fortified position. Does he have intel? No, he doesn't. He's just blindly force firing because there was an infantry dispatch earlier. Oh, big tank raid. That's the big boy tank raid right there. Maybe he's gonna follow it up. No, no follow up. Nothing. Just a power raid. That's still fine. That's still fine. Oops. Sorry, a little misclick there with the camera. Trading with some tank shells on the way out. Okay. Those tanks from Kazu looking mighty sturdy. Surprisingly so. And sacking a lot of mediums is Smitty there. I think he was going for the crush, but the medium tank husks were blocking. Not the best, not the best. 3.5 million dead. Not bad. Not good. Harvester again getting away at a sliver of health. Well, he has now harvested out his secondary expansion. So that's basically... Yes, here's the longbows. That is a very smart investment. I really would like for more longbows to appear. Just longbows to single out all the tanks, single out all the helicopters, and then the infantry forces are kind of toothless. Because then all they can do is just try and blindly push forward and then run into artillery fire. Alright. Is the GPS hack online for now? It should be. Oh, he's powered his radar down. He's doing a classic So Scared. I remember, I'm calling it the So Scared move, but I remember a team game that we had, a crazy, like, 10v10 team game we had on stream. I think it was with unlimited superpowers or something, and I had everything. Literally everything, and I had GPS up as well, and then I completely forgot to turn it on the entire match, and then it was, all of a sudden I was nuked from 5 different spots, and it was like, ah. I could have GPS'd that. I could have seen that one coming. Oh, that's a nice backline raid. I really like that. And Kazu was forced into powering the AA gun down, so he's gonna stop bleeding up this. Oh, oh, ho, ho. The MRJ though. MRJ completely routing this assault. That is so good. That is what they're born for. MRJs are great against infantry. They have heavy armor, so they don't take too much rifle damage. They have the missile deflection trait, so they don't take any damage from, or basically negligible damage from missiles. From any type of missiles. Ooh, a mobile gap generator as well. So very bravely coming forward is Kazu there. Smitty sacking another black. No, sorry, not black. That's a longbow there. Going in with an aggressive blink. I don't know if that's worth it. Chrono tanks are costly, and at the end of the day, didn't accomplish too much. He's committing hard. He's committing super hard for this Conyard. Maybe an overcommitment? Ooh. Stays alive, as does the MJG. MGG, hello sir. Hello sir. He's still alive, he's still picking. Ooh. More radar jammers would be prudent. Very good against Chrono tanks. By the way, those Chrono tanks came out at the most unfortunate of timings. That was seriously unlucky. He had not scouted that Kazu would go for a radar jammer, and as soon as the radar jammer was online, it was just like, I've got 2 Chrono tanks. Yay. Okay, that's gonna be a base push type situation. So what's happening there? Because the helipads are so far apart... Oh no. Oh no. Smitty, not like this! Oof. The helipads are so far apart that those helicopters are... Does he have them all hotkeyed on the same spot? No, he just has randomly hotkeyed this helipad onto this spot. So as soon as the ammo base of the helicopters are full, they're gonna like start routing into this spot here because of the rally point. That is just a mistake from Smitty. Maybe go for a blink. He could go for a blink and crush, because otherwise that Chrono tank is gonna be completely wasted if he doesn't. Like either blink back or blink forward. Like, what is he doing? That's not an efficient use of Chrono tanks. Oh no. He would have had to commit either way, like either just blink back and be a coward, live to get repaired another day, or just go in and accept your losses. Just try and crush as much infantry as possible. Yeah, that was just the wrong choice. Okay, so ultimately it's starting to look like Kazu is getting the upper hand with this expansion. Ooh, finding some Black Hawks though, that's very nice. Yeah, this is a problem. Those helicopter rally points are very, very bad for you. You should definitely get rid of them. Just reset the rally points and also maybe sell the helipads, rebuild them here. Because if you then ever press F, they're all gonna like fly back in a straight line to your base. It's like a retreat button then. But like the way he's using them right now, that's horrible. He's just losing helicopter after helicopter for no gain. Man, Smitty might actually stand to lose this off of the helipad rally points. This would be so unlucky. Committing hard for the Conyard here. Yeah, that's good though. Like the econ is still, even if he can snipe this expansion away, he has harvested out most of his patches, both in low econ mode for now. So this is the most hotly contested patch. If Smitty can, if Kazu can bunker himself down here, like hunker down, and just gain a significant amount of time, he's gonna be in a good position. What are those helicopters doing? I swear. I think he just sent them on like an auto fire mission. To just get rid of those random ass buildings. Those power plants don't matter. He just needs to win the engagement, that's all. Ooh, this would be radar jammer heaven right there. No gun turrets, nothing. Oh no! Don't sack your helicopters like this. Not like this. And it's even more exacerbated with longbows. They cost 2k. They cost as much as an MCV. Buddy, if you lose a longbow, it's like losing an MCV. That is something you should not discount, because it doesn't come at a discount. Catch my drift. Ooh. Okay, ultimately, Kazu has stabilized for now with like this little speck of econ. Gives him a glimmer of hope. He's got another MCV2. By the way, I want to point out that Smitty would have had access to map hack all the time, except he pulled us so scared. Is he flying blind on purpose? I'm really starting to wonder. Ooh, trying to go for the block, not finding it right now. But I think it might not matter. There might be just too much of Smitty on the dance floor. Too many Smitties right there. Little Smitties going to town. MCV getting dangerously low. Escaping though. Oh, it's blocked. Is there a helicopter? Look, if he had retained even a single helicopter, he could now dive after the MCV. Come on. There's a longbow. Finish the job. No! Smitty, buddy! That is something that I've always said. Smitty is such a great player with his basic, just his basic... at least get some return value. It's like the cashback points from the... if you use a credit card, it is just use your cashback points on getting some bounty from helicopter crash as well. That's one way of doing it. Yeah. So, ooh, Tanya's in the mix. So yeah, Smitty is so great with his mid game, and then his late game, like his tech play just falls off, comparatively speaking. Man, I really would like to see him improve with his tech play. He's such a great, well-rounded player otherwise. Like the pillbox micros displayed in the early game was so fantastic. Let's take a look at the economy. I have no idea where we're standing. Okay, 77k over 52k, that's a significant advantage. Econ... He's got 13 harvesters. Like, look at his macro. His macro is just impeccable. Not even Kazu can stand up to this. Okay, gets Tanya at least. So that was a worthwhile helicopter. Now this is feeding back into what I said earlier. Infantry forces you to push, because infantry is just standing around somewhere, it doesn't do much. And artillery did a number on this. Like, this army just evaporated. And the simple reason for that is that it was mostly infantry having to push into a fortified position. That's the last artillery here. And thus, no hope of stemming the tide. The bleed is starting to continue. Smitty closing the sack. Is this gonna be it? He finally he has saved one of his longbows there. Good hustle. And using it to kill a medium tank. Yeah, I think Kazu is not in a great spot anymore. He's lost more than half of the map. GG! Yeah, understandable. His last chance at getting back in terms of economic assets was just grabbing this expansion, and he failed, ultimately. He tried valiantly, and this just goes to show tech play, man. With better tech play, I think Smitty could have closed this game so much earlier. Because Kazu didn't have the money to, like, he didn't have the cash flow to make use of Tier 3. Tier 3 is traditionally expensive. Yeah, but what a game. Really enjoyable to cast, both players giving it their all. And I would really like to see them back in the competitive ranks. Also, check out Kazu. He's, I think, streaming semi-regularly now. I don't know his Twitch link, but he, like, just search for Kazu OpenRA on Twitch and you're definitely gonna find him. Because I don't have the link handy either. Yeah, but... also, something I wanted to mention is that someone has had the bright idea, I think it was Who Cares, to put up a replay section in the OpenRA Discord. So if you feel that you've had a great game and don't want to bother, like go through the hoops of sending me the replay, just send it to the replay channel on the Discord. It's super easy, there's a bot for doing that. It's just a command that uploads it, and that's a super awesome feature for casters, and I am going to peruse the shit out of that one. So for the near and for the immediate and for the long-term future, we're definitely going to be seeing more replays, and I'm going to be less replay stuff. There we go, because of the simple addition of this replay sub-channel. So shout out to Who Cares again, who has also started the academy. Shout out again to him for making things more convenient for casters. Yeah, great game. Hoping that these two are gonna rank back into Masters at some point. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. More content to come. Fly bases out.
Battle control terminated.